Hey, good morning. Yes, it is. It is Monday, September 23rd. Up and at 'em, guys. Time starts a new work week. For many of you, for the rest of us, workaholics, it's just another day. So, we're going to talk about today. Today is taking time for things that bring you enjoyment. It's kind of a carryover from yesterday, but we're not going to be that long because I have to go pick up a tractor. It's about an hour away with the dually and flatbed trailer, fifth gooseneck. So hang tight. Alrighty, welcome back. My name is Eric, and yes, this is the weekday, Monday through Friday. Today is Monday, the 23rd of September. What are we talking about today? We're talking about, you know, stopping to smell the roses, is an old saying, right? But, I did that video yesterday on, where we focus. And the first thing I focused on when I left the house yesterday morning was I had five of my heifer calves. They're about 400 pounders up eating Claw's yard. So guess where that focus went? Them bastards. So anyways, I rounded them up, put them all back in. And I said, I got to change my focus. Could have been worse. Could have been 2 o'clock in the morning and a law enforcement knocking on my door, right? Because they're out. So I said, well, I wanted to get the last couple loads of hay out from down back so I could get it covered. Things don't always go according to plan, do they? So I end up deciding, well, you know what? I think with it being so dry that the fence isn't as hot as it should be. And I haven't touched that section of fence since this spring, so probably the grass is growing over it, causing it not to be as hot. And then less ground because the ground is dry. You need the cow to be grounded good, so when she touches the fencer, she grounds, and the fencer grounds, and it gives her a shock. So I'm like, well, I need to do this because I don't want them out all the time. So I took most of my time yesterday morning just fixing the fence. And I use an electric fence, 3-strand. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, my grandson's football game is today. So what do? Do I just skip the football game or do I go get that load of hay from down back? I said, you know what? Him playing football only comes around once, at his age. He's in the Pee Wee division. They're learning fundamentals. And so I said, well, I got my fence fixed. I looked at my watch. I said, I've got just enough time to get there by 11 o'clock to watch the game. Let them know I was there. So, and that's probably about 40 minutes away from my house to where my son and grandson and grandkids live. So I drove over there, and sure enough, my son, daughter-in-law, and then a lot of her family, and of course my other grandson, were there already. So I just got in line to watch, and they did a super job. I mean, it was a blowout game, which 20-0. Come on, guys, let the other team have one score. But the key thing I'm getting at is, doing things that you enjoy doing and that bring pleasure. I could have just said, screw it, I got to get that hay up, blah, 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 right? But I could do that anytime, to be honest with you. His games, it's getting towards the end of the season, and he's in the Pee Wee division, is going to be less and less. And I haven't been able to get to any of his games so far. And I've got his game schedule, practice schedule, but most of them are like 6 o'clock at night. So this one fell at a perfect time, and I had a great time with family and watching him play. That brought pleasure, right? So just by taking that 2 hours, 2.5 hours break from everything else going on, you know, it was a good all around game. And I still had time once I got back to get on my tractor, go over, get the load of hay. I didn't have time to stack it, but I got it up here so that it's on the wagon. All I gotta do is just pull it over there and stack it and finish it, right? Nothing, easy peasy. But it's about finding things that you enjoy and taking the time to do them. And quit the mantra of my life is too busy. Because you can speed your life up or you can speed your life down at any time. That is within your control. If your business is going crazy like this and you're just running with the dogs and you're doing 7 days a week, you know, and you're killing yourself, why not just take a break and find other things that bring enjoyment, whether it's just the quietness, of fishing or the quietness of that cup of coffee with no interruptions. There's so many things that bring pleasure that don't cost you anything except a little bit of your time off that time schedule. And if you're the person that never has time for family because you're too busy working, trying to be the provider, you're going to miss out on a lot of stuff. And I can tell you from experience that your kids and grandkids love to have you there watching them play, doing sports, get-togethers, what have you. They need you in the game as dad or papa, grandpa, as much as you need it, really. Sometimes I think it's easier to stay busy in business than it is to be a good grandparent or a good parent, because those two roles are hard. They come easy for some people, I know. But for me, I have all the love in the world. I'm a hugger. I'll admit it. Not a tree hugger, but I'm a hugger when it comes to the family. That it's easy for me to just take the easy way out, and that is to continue doing stuff as work. Because that has become my comfort level, right? I'm comfortable in that role of owner, boss, and knowing what I need to get done. Whether it's in the small engine repair or whether it's in the agricultural tractor, cows, and that stuff, right? Kids and grandkids, each one is unique. Each one takes a different approach. So it takes work, right? But like I told you, today is not going to be very long. I just, because I'm kind of in a hurry to get going here pretty quick. It's more just, you need to slow down sometimes. And like you said, Amos, you get up at, 4 in the morning, you get up, you have your coffee, don't have your coffee, do what you want because you're retired. This shift in hours that I have stems from when I was a dairy farmer. And at the height of my business, when the business was around $750,000, $800,000 a year in parts, gross, I'd be up at 2 in the morning. And I'd be in bed by 6 at night. And I was up at 2 in the morning because there was 5 overseas employees, and their time zones are different, right? That I needed to do team work with them to let them know what we need to get done, where are we at with this, where are we at with that. And I'll tell you, you get up at 2 in the morning to have the team meeting with that group, and then you get to the shop I was going down to the shop at 4 or 4:30 and start printing and packing just so that we get ahead before everybody got there to work. So I knew we'd get the postage out and stuff. I don't miss those days. I've slowed myself down, you know, and I did it purposely. The business didn't slow down, and then I had to slow down with it. No, I decided health-wise it was killing me, and I either needed to do something different or go to the grave sooner than later. Later, preferably. So that's what I want for everyone, is just to take that time for yourself. And you know what brings you pleasure. You know what brings you enjoyment. Whether it's a fishbowl or art. It's whatever brings you that, smile. And because smiling does not hurt. And enjoying things does not hurt. And if it just means sitting someplace where it's quiet on the front porch, that's your enjoyment, then that's your enjoyment. I totally understand that. So on that note, I told you it wasn't going to be long today. I'm going to kick out so I can get this video knocked out and up. And I'm going to try to do an unboxing of that stuff that I got at the auction last week, still sitting down there on the floor, and let you know what I got. But on that note, you guys have a great Monday, and we'll catch you here bright and early tomorrow morning for hopefully a longer video.